Today we're going to work on large number subtraction. We're going to work on regrouping and decomposition. The first thing we need to do is rewrite the sum. In this case we need to carefully line up the hundreds, the tens and the ones column, as shown here under the headings of H, T and O. The first question you need to ask might seem obvious, but you need to ask, is the top number larger than the bottom number? In this case the answer is yes, so we can move on. When doing a large number subtraction, you always start in the ones column. So 9 take away 2 equals 7. Move on to the tens column. 8 take away 6 equals 2. Finally, move into the hundreds column, and 5 take away 1 equals 4. Okay, all done. Now I can hear some people out there saying that's a little bit too easy, so let's move on to something a little bit more difficult. Just like before, we'll start by asking ourselves a question. Is the bottom number smaller than the top number? Again, in this case the answer is yes, so we can move on. In this sum, I've rewritten it using the decomposition method so that you can see the hundreds, the tens and the ones columns expanded. Although each line of the sum has been expanded, the value of each line has not changed. To avoid confusion, I've taken away the plus signs off the bottom sum. As stated before, we always start in the ones column, so 2 take away 2 equals 0. Moving on to the tens column, you have to ask yourself, can you take away 60 from 30? Well, no, that's not possible. So what do we need to do? We need to regroup. We need to move 100 from the hundreds column into the tens column. So our 500 becomes 400, and our tens column now becomes 130. Using the decomposition method, this is fairly easy to follow. On the top sum, the same thing has occurred, just written in a different way. To represent the regrouping, we first place a cross through the 500 and put a 4 in its place. To represent the 100 being moved, we place a 1 next to the 3 in the tens column to represent 13 lots of 10. Now we can continue with our sum. 13 lots of 10 minus 6 lots of 10 equals 7 lots of 10, or 130 minus 60 equals 70. To finish off, we move to the hundreds column. 4 lots of 100 minus 1 lot of 100 equals 3 lots of 100, and this is seen in both the top and the bottom methods. Although we've used two different methods, both methods have come up with the same answer. 532 minus 162 equals 370. I hope you've found this introduction to regrouping and decomposition useful. The more you practice both these methods, the easier it will become. Thank you very much for your attention.